Hiya, it's me. Again! But you probably knew that, didn't you? Because it's my channel. Now, every time I do a cover or a lesson or something topical, miss that finger. Something topical to do with Slash, the same song always crops up in the comment section. I do read them, every single one of them. Estranged. What about Estranged? Estranged. Doctor Estranged. Not Doctor Estranged, although that would probably be a good film. But yeah, that song is incredible. And I thought we'd take a little look at my favourite part from that song. Come on. Starting to feel like Bill Murray sat here. Let's talk about tuning. Now, in true Guns N' Roses and Slash fashion, slashing, we're in E flat standard. It means everything's going down a semitone. E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat. Why? Well, it makes everything normal. That's normal. Sound new and unique and better. And that also gives us an excuse to buy more guitars. It's like, oh, what's this song by Guns N' Roses? That doesn't sound right. Fuck tuning the guitar. That's you calling, I don't know, Andertons. Get us a Les Paul, will you? One in E flat. No problem. Cheers, Lee. And yeah, add it to the rack. Don't look back. Put that on a t-shirt. So that opening part to Estranged is my favorite part. It's kind of like 3 different movements, and I'm going to break them down kind of lick by lick, as I normally do. If you want extra help, little backing track, hop over to Patreon, support the channel, and you can get the extra stuff there. Right. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I keep forgetting to say that, and when I don't say it, you do underperform. Start performing. Right, here's the first part. It's a very, very, very cool opening phrase. I'm on the neck pickup, and I want you to start with volume off. You're going to pick the 12th fret of the G, bring the volume in, and then bend it up in like a swooping tone and a half. Then you're going to hit 12 on the G, 11 on the B, and then 15 on the B is going up a tone and a half, okay? Second time, you're just going to bend the 13th fret of the high E whole step up and down. First 2 notes are the same. Come back to the 10, and then the 13th fret of the B is going up, and back down, okay? And then you're going to bend that 13th fret of the B again and catch the high E. Take it back up, and then it's kind of like a very quick pre-bend release. Then you've got the same thing again. Got a little phrase that we're going to tag on to the end there. It's a bit different. The one thing I will say is that the start of the second repeat, you're going to be sliding in from below into that first part, just because you slid out prior, okay? The little phrase at the end, after you've done this, goes like this. So it's kind of like a sneaky little between a semitone and a tone bend, 13th fret of the B, up, down, pull off, another pull off, down to the 12th fret of the G, and then back to the 11. And then we've got this. So that's going to be 13th fret of the B going up, grabbing the 13th fret of the high E again, and then pre-bend release. Vibrato, and then you're going to grab the 12th fret of the B as is, and then semitone bend up and down, and it takes on this very rigid mechanical rhythm. Let it down, a little bit of vibrato, and then you're going to do pull off from 13 to 12 on the B. And again, come back to the 11th fret, okay, chromatic. Back into one of those 13th fret bends with 13th fret of the high E involved as well. And then you're going to grab the 10 on the B. Index finger, semitone push up. I want it very sleazy. Let it down. If you were in the room with a massive Marshall, sustain won't be a problem. In-ear monitors in a very quiet studio. Where's it gone? Pathetic. Then, okay, after that little outburst, I apologise. Once you've let it down, hit the 11 by itself, let it ring out, okay? And then that would take us into the next phrase. It's very cool. It's almost too cool for me to talk about and teach. But I'm gonna. So you're gonna start by hitting the G note, 10th fret of the A, then the perfect fifth above it. Then you're gonna hit the G again on the 12th fret of the G, and then the perfect fifth above that. Little slide in. Then we go 10th fret of the D, perfect fifth above that. This time hit the 13th fret of the B and then slide from it. On arrival into the 15th fret, check your ticket, and then give it a little bit of vibrato. Back to the 12th fret of the B, and you're going to give this 2 pushes of semitone bending It's a weird way of putting it, but it makes sense. And then walk down that G chord. Okay, 12th fret of the G, 12th fret of the D. Back to the 15th fret of the B. And you've kind of got that first part of the loop down, right? 10th fret of the D again. This time, come back to the 13th fret of the B, bit of vibrato. This bit's really cool. Take the 14th fret of the B, third finger, pre-bend it up a semitone, only a tiny little bit, and let it down and back up. Let it fall down apocalyptically, and then hit the 11th fret of the B. Before coming back to the 10th fret, semitone push, down, 12th fret of the G, right? Finishing on the G root note. I did something fancy, didn't I, in my demo? Something like... Just rolled my tone down and thought I was being very cool. I was. Should we try one unaccompanied? It was rhetorical. We are going to do that. Pressure's on, though, because my bends better be good. Here we go. Fucked it at the end, didn't I? That was all right, not bad. But yeah, it's an incredible tune. It really is. I did tell a lie though. There is that little bit later on where it goes to the same chords from the Stairway to Heaven solo. I better stop there before I get carried away. But yeah, there is that bit. A minor, G and F. I don't give a shit what anyone says. It gets you going. But it's a very special tune, and one that if I taught note for note all the way throughout, the flesh would be rotting off my bones before we got to the end of that video. So I'm going to draw a line there. Now, what key are we in? Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not Rick Beato. And Estranged is strange. Not going to lie to you, I ain't got a fucking clue. But I'm going to tell you how I think of it. I could be wrong, probably am. But I managed to get through it with some understanding, so that might help you. The first chord sounds like a G minor or a G minor 7, right? And you might think, cool, G minor, G Aeolian. But then it goes to a C. And C has got a major third in it, which would make me think G Dorian. Because the major third of C would also be a major 6 in relation to G, if that makes sense to you, which is why I think of G Dorian at that point. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Then when it goes to B flat and C, you can still think G Dorian, but then G major. What are you playing at? It's probably Axel, isn't it, on the piano? Slash would be like, why have you done that? What have you done that for? You've ruined it now. I have to think more. Okay, so G major, now having the major third in it rather than the minor third, right? The note B. That would make me think of G mixolydian at that point. The major mode with a minor 7 in it, and it sounds cool. And you can hear Slash kind of doing this sort of fourth, third thing on the track, which sounds cool. For the most part of the intro, you can be thinking G Dorian. But when it sneaks up from the B flat, to the G major, I'm thinking G mixolydian. I am, okay? If you want to think something different, fine. But this is how I get through it, how it makes sense to me. The only other kind of change in that first part is when it goes to the E flat, the F, and then the G. I think mostly G Aeolian there, right? Because it gets a little bit more dark and serious. Slash only really hits the root and the fifth. And then that is the third and the fourth of G, like a sus4. I like to do something a bit weird there. I think of the gypsy major scale. It's actually really fun to play with over that first G to the D. And then back to Aeolian. I need two me's, or I need to do some looping on there, but I just wanted to explain how I'm thinking about it. G Dorian, G mixolydian, G Aeolian in those particular moments. And if you want to make it a little bit more, what's the word? Middle Eastern? It's probably not the right word, is it? Arabic? Asian? I don't know. These words scare me nowadays. then you could try it using the Gypsy major scale. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, bell next to it. We will do it again sometime soon. I promise you that. But yeah, I especially hope that my thoughts on the theory, or at least my approach to it, was useful. I don't know exactly how Slash is thinking of it, but that's my musical blueprint, and it works. If I put Estranged on right now and improvise, or if I'm writing, I'll come up with something that sounds pretty cool. It's always hard when you've got the original baked into your brain, right? You can't not want to do some of the same licks that Slash was doing. But if I'm just kind of jamming on it, Dorian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and then that very cool and bizarre Gypsy major scale. Sounds great when he's kind of doing the roots and the fifths and the little sus4 bends. It's more exotic, that's the word I'm looking for if you use that Gypsy major scale. But yeah, if you want extra learning materials or to chat with me over on the old Patreon, you know where to go, up there or down there. In the links, not down there. Don't go down there, disgraceful. But yeah, it's been fun, this one, and I will see you very soon.